Hello, welcome to Chatting with Chitness. I'm Dr. Salil Chitness. I'm a pediatric emergency medicine physician, and we're going to be talking about pediatric medical education. We got a very exciting video, so let's get chatting. Hello, welcome back to Chatting with Chitness, and this video is going to be about muscle strain, and I thought what better way than to have my friend Alex, who is a professional dancer, but she also is a dance instructor for children. So she's going to introduce herself and we're going to go through muscle strain.
Like he said, my name is Alex and I teach kids dance. And we are going to talk about muscle strain, which is basically when you overexert a muscle. So if you're using your muscle too often and too strenuously, this is what happens. In dancing, we see a lot of muscle strains in the quads, the hamstrings, the groin area, specifically in the legs, because that's what you use the most. So what we do, or what I tell my students to do when they experience muscle strain.
Like, I mean, I don't dance that much, but I also maybe have my muscles hurt every now and then. So like, what's the best thing to do?
So the best thing to do is to rest. That's the first step.
Love it.
Then you want to ice and elevate. And then the last thing you want to do is take some ibuprofen because that's going to help with the swelling and the pain.
And parents out there, I actually have a video on how to dose ibuprofen. I'll put a link somewhere above. So if your kid has any muscle strain, you can just look at that video and you can dose it properly for them. Any other pointers or tips you have for muscle strain?
I think rest is probably the most important one. So just make sure that if it hurts, that you're not going overboard and hurting it more. So in summary, bones are going to hurt right away. Muscles are going to hurt later. You're also probably going to see more swelling with muscle injuries. So you just want to make sure to rest, ice, elevate, and ibuprofen, and that should take care of it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex, for being here. I'm so happy you were here to teach all these parents out there. Please leave comments on what you want to chat about next time on Chatting with Chitness.